I liked a high value man's photo on a dating app. He rejected me because I'm fat. Oh, how hilarious. Gentlemen, welcome back to another week's worth of videos. And before you mention it, yes, I'm aware Warg is not talking right now. We are working in the background to figure out why exactly that is. And in the next batch of videos, he will have it sorted, I'm sure. Anyways, I hope you're doing good and I hope you're having a great day, smashing all your goals, etc., etc. Either way, I thought I'd start off the week by going over a cringe-worthy article. Sometimes it's good to just delve into these and have a laugh. But yeah, as the title suggests, this plus-sized mother was brutally rejected on a dating app by this high-value man. Oh wow. On your way in, do me a huge favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I put out content. So yeah, I mean, the article was pretty darn cringeworthy reading through it. This guy, instead of simply just not swiping on her, decided to go full in. I'm not gonna repeat that one, but he let this woman have a piece of his mind. Uh, yeah, I thought it was part funny, part saddening, given how frustrated this man is. But the biggest takeaway here is to get out your rage before you start talking to women in the dating scene, or else it's just gonna seep into every interaction that you have. Anyways, let's get back to it. Alright. Oh. Alright, title here. A plus-size mom claims she was harassed last month by a man on a dating app with self-proclaimed above-average looks and high values. Okay. It was so ridiculous that it was comical, she told the news. Interesting thing to be talking to the news about nowadays, but for some reason there aren't better things to cover. Brown, 36, that's important, downloaded the Christian dating app Plenty of Fish. Wasn't aware it was a Christian dating app, but okay. In November, after being single for 3 years. Pretty long time there. She was unprepared for the cringeworthy communications she said she'd received from a match who turned out to be a mismatch. The Minnesota budget support specialist recalled thinking the cyberspace Casanova was kind of cute despite his pathetic mustache. She claims she swiped right but didn't message him. Because when do they ever message first, right? She says the unidentified man reached out to her in a big way. He sent me a whole huge paragraph asking why I think I'm worthy of dating him. And what do I bring to the equation? He had a very condescending tone. It was absolutely ridiculous, she lamented. Oh boy, this is not a good photo. I appreciate that you're smiling, but like, not a good photo to be putting on your profile. Either way, I'm really freaking surprised that this dude's talking to her like that. Um, I get it, you know, internalize the thing that you've learned, the things, pardon me, that you've learned with the red pill, but to say them out loud is kind of cringy. And sometimes I'm even like, oh boy, but it's just the kind of messages that you need to solidify within yourself. Anyways, back to the article. At first I was offended, but as I read through it, the more ridiculous it got, I just started shaking my head and laughing. Can't even believe there are people out here who actually think like this. Well, guess what? There are, and most of those men are choosing not to waste their time on women like you. So, I think we're all the ones laughing here. Coffee time. The man appeared to brag about his home renovation and his above-average appearance, insisting Brown should have disqualified herself from matching with him for a multitude of reasons, including being big, chubby, fat. Brown says she is size 18. Okay. I'm just gonna skip that because I think that reading through these are more funny, and she took screenshots of the messages that she received on Plenty of Fish. So we're gonna read through a little bit of this as I don't want to take up too much of your time. And you know how it is. Guy says, what makes you think that we're compatible? I bought my own home at 20. Good job. Holy. Completely remodeled it since then by myself, which doesn't mean trim and paint. It means that I took 20 of wall, rewired, replumbed, insulated, blah blah blah. Yes, I'm shallow. No guys don't care about what women have accomplished in life, as we do. No men don't want a strong, independent, opinionated woman. Men want to feel needed. They want looks, youth, and inexperience. Yes? I don't get why he has to teach her about this. The fact I'm above average in looks, slender, decent shape, good hygiene, and cute puts me solidly above a 5. Yeah, okay. No, not all women are 10s. Some have to be 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s should be enough. Just disqualify yourself. Okay. I guess unless a virgin, which is very unlikely, even then pushing it, she's a mother. Seeing as you're overweight, which tells me you lack self-discipline and motivation, absolutely. Nobody wants to be big, chubby, fat. I know this seems like a mean message, but it's not. It's just reality and seems mean because people are so detached from that thing called reality. Sorry, why do women hold such high standards for men? You hearting my profile along with the other women who do that tells me I'm not just pulling bleep out of my ass. Yet don't allow men to have standards. Pain is a good motivator. You're either going to get yourself out of it or you're going to regress. I don't believe in depression. If you're depressed, it's because your life depresses you. Medication just numbs you, the pain. It feels like this guy has just watched a bunch of Andrew Tate clips and it's just like, I'm a hitter with all of this, or he's really deep into the red pill and feels like he needs to educate her, which is not the case, guys. I'm being completely serious with you all. Don't regurgitate your red pill knowledge to women. Like, for example, I've watched Fresh and Fit a while back, and Myron was basically talking about the cold exit, or cold hard next, the hard next rather. My God, I'm waiting for this coffee to finally seep in my brain cells. But you don't need to tell them that that's what's going to happen. You just need to enact it. All right. For anybody that doesn't understand that, that's if something very terrible has happened in your relationship and you can cut off contact for days and see how they react, because the last thing women want is to not hear from you given that you have an emotional connection with them. Either way, this is kind of cringy to read over, but basically he's like, you're not a swimsuit model, your actions have consequences. She's leaving out her messages back to him, which I think is so funny. And he's absolutely triggered himself. Are you doing any research on the male's role in a child's upbringing and trying to incorporate it yourself? No, like, stop talking like you have an idea. Because she's a single mother, as I think that article has already mentioned, but if not, she says it later on. Drop your standards in looks, date a man who actually feels lucky to date you, then you wouldn't have so much issue with past relationships. Plus, you think I want to deal with that baggage. Get over it. Not the next guy's fault that the last guy you picked was a douche. Fair? I'm sure you got a dude friend zone that's an amazing dude and would love to date you, but he doesn't fit your D metrics. Only problem is you need to look for a father. Dad. Oh my God, this is so brutal. Anyways, I guess the rest of it's advertisements, but wow. There's more of the article, and we've read way too long into this, but summarize, I think everything that he said here was true. She apparently put him in his place, but honestly, these two should have just swiped left on each other. And at the end, I think it's funny of this article. Leave it to New York Post to write absolute blah. Mental health specialists have been sounding the alarm in recent years about the concerning global rise in incel culture and online abuse of women. And they're giving all this. Wow, just Just wow. What a crazy article, guys. Yeah, the biggest lesson today is if you get a match that triggers you, literally just swipe left on them, keep on going. You'll find somebody that's more your liking. You don't need to give them a huge paragraph about what you've learned in the red pill. Okay. I'm hoping for the best in your dating lives, and I've been rambling on too much. I just thought that this was a really funny interview, and it surprises me that there's guys out here like this. And this woman is definitely not a pick worth taking, but you guys know that already. All right. Gentlemen, always do your due diligence and have yourselves an amazing day. Bye for now.